Hey guys, it's me, Jackie. I know we just barely finished our last project, but there's a project that I really feel strongly we should do. I know I sound crazy, but just listen. This is gonna be bigger than any project we've ever done, and I think it's gonna be epic.
Thank you so much, everyone. This means so much to me. I now have a house with my own room and a playroom. And again, thank you so much, everyone.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Brielle. This is all because of you. You and your family. You have a very special family.
We're feeling a lot of things right now. I felt for the longest time that I was feeling numb. But I think what I'm feeling is just so much that it's just super hard to explain. I feel trapped in what I'm feeling because I can't quite put it into words. I always think of a song lyric from the movie Wonka. We love the movie Wonka in my house. And the one that I recall most often says, "For a moment, life doesn't seem quite so bad." Thank you so much for being a part of the army that has just rescued us in the scariest and most, the hardest thing that we've ever had to go through. And yet we have hundreds of people that stand here and just love and support our family. And we're so grateful for Jackie and for Christmas for Cancer Families. And for the hundreds of people that put this together. It's so unreal. Like this, I did not think this moment would ever come. And it just feels unbelievable. So thank you.
That's one more thing. This is the deed to your new home.
Something that I've really embraced and learned since Riley's passing is that I will say yes. I will walk through doors that are placed in front of me, and I will explore what each of those doors or paths has to offer. I know it's not always a popular thought, but I believe that everything happens for a reason. When Riley passed away, I was an interior designer, but I had put that on hold to care for him for 6 years. I was approached about doing a really large design job, remodel, almost playing the role of a contractor, and I had not done that before. It felt like at the time, as I drove home from that interview, that Riley was sitting next to me and that his energy, or it was as if I could hear him saying, "Come on, Mom, let's see what you got." I felt like, why not? What do I have to lose? The lessons that it taught me and the doors that it opened are invaluable and are a big reason why Christmas for Cancer Families has taken the path that it has. For a few years before Riley died, we as a family decided to do Christmas for other families that were suffering the effects of cancer. Riley was especially excited because by this time he knew he was terminal. We didn't know how long he had. He ended up having a few more years, but those few years when you are, 21 years old and your life is terminal, Christmas is not a joyous time. And to have something external to focus on and to have it be meaningful and to uplift others, it was a really great thing. And so Riley, working for Nike, got his friends and coworkers on board, and we provided the family Christmas, and we loved it so much that we ended up doing it again the following year. I raised so much money that just through friends and family that we did Christmas for a couple of families, I think 2 or 3 families that first year, and then we did it for 3 or 4 the second year. I would ask my friends and family, do you know anybody that's suffering the effects of cancer? And I would go interview these people or meet them at their homes.
When cancer enters your life, whether it's through a loved one or you, it just changes everything completely.
When I went to interview one of the families in 2020, it just was evident that I wasn't going to just drop off gifts. Their home was overly crowded with 9 children, and they had a terminal little boy. And walking into that situation, knowing what it felt like to have a terminal child, I couldn't help but want to help them. And through a series of what you might call miracles, I spoke with Lexi and Parker Walbeck, who at that time in their lives were wanting to do a home makeover for somebody. And so we teamed up, and because of that remodel job that I had taken and all of the subcontractors that I had hired, we ended up doing the Augustine's house.
I didn't really know what to expect, but people just would show up, and they turned this chaotic house into a place of refuge. It was a miracle.
It just had this overwhelming atmosphere of just love and excitement, and everybody was so energetic and just ready to help us.
The love people were showing complete strangers. I think that was the thing that made the biggest difference for me. They just loved me, and they loved our family. And that's something that I still, when I look at my house and I look at things that they did, I still feel that love and that support.
Rain and fire, highs and lows, you name it. Cold and warmth, laughs and cries, you have it. The world goes by, and by the time it does, you missed it. You didn't see it, flew by.
In that experience at the Augustines, interacting with that family and seeing the miracles that took place during COVID in a 3-week period of time was a life-changing experience for me. I just knew that I wanted to do that again.
I would call it a prompting. Like, I just kept having this thought, like, wouldn't it be so neat to help them build a house or build a house for them? Like, I knew they were renting. I acted upon it. I messaged Jackie through Instagram, and I just said, hey, do you guys do this, or do you know of anyone that could build a home for these people? They're medical bills are just outrageous and they're just fighting so hard. And she messaged back like, oh, I'd love to do that. That would be so fun, but I don't know. Let me think about it, or something to that effect.
I don't know of an organization that builds homes for families. But of course, my brain immediately thought, well, I build homes. Like, I do things for cancer families.
She messaged me back really short after that, and she's just like, I'm feeling it. I think we got to do it. I think we got to do it.
One of the reasons why I felt like this would be possible is because every single time I have set out to help a family, so many people come out of the woodwork and want to help, and return people want to help. I just felt like we could. And so I just told her, like, let's do it. Let's do it.
This is Jackie from Christmas for Cancer Families.
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 Called Christmas for Cancer
Christmas for Cancer Families.
We need your help.
We're building a house for an 8-year-old named Brielle that has cancer.
A house for an 8-year-old little girl who has actually beaten cancer once
from
before.
Idaho who's getting a gift they could have never imagined.
Yeah, it comes at a time when they are dealing with the heartbreak of cancer returning for a second time to their young 9-year-old.
We used to live a very mundane, monotonous life in the middle of nowhere, Idaho, where my husband farmed. And I mean, life was pretty simple. And then you get a cancer diagnosis and you immediately feel just like you're drowning. Like, what happened? You know, within a matter of hours, we felt like we were truly just drowning.
All over the selfish things just kind of went out the window, like things that you personally aspire to be or want to be, right? Like all that stuff goes out the window. And it's just like you have to focus on that child and your family.
You know, we really just enjoy the time we get to sit together and have dinner. You enjoy the time that you get to sit in front of the TV, as silly as it sounds, you know, and just like hold your kids.
A cancer journey is like, you know, the epitome of ups and downs, highs and lows. It's like you're getting good news and then you're getting bad news. And it's like almost at the same time sometimes. And just when you think things are looking up, things are looking down. And I don't know, like I think you just learn over time that you can't like get too invested in some of those highs and lows. You know what I mean? Like I guess I could say we've had our heart broken a lot.
You look at every moment like this could be the last. And even just the silliest of things, you know, just means so much more. You're constantly just like enveloping life and you're just trying to make the most out of everything.
If it goes faster this time, it'll go like this will pick me up the table. Bye-bye. Bye to cancer. I can't. I'm always at the hospital.
Yeah.
I miss out on a lot of fun things to do.
You know, Instagram became a place of like journaling and, you know, and mostly like trying to network with people that were going through a similar experience, you know, and like maybe finding answers to questions or something like that. And through that process, you know, it's allowed Brielle to show a little bit of herself. And I just want people to know that, you know, what they see is truly who she is at home. You know, she is happy and loving. She wants to be friends with everyone. And she's just compassionate. And, you know, I don't think that anything we do is fabricated. You know, this is, you know, it truly is who she is. And I just want people to know that what you see is what you get with her.
Just look right at Ryan and hold them. Just decided to him. Yep, just talk to him.
My favorite memory at home is when we watched movies together. When I have to sit in the hospital, but I have to miss out on like stuff that I like to do, like going to birthday parties or like going to activity days or like doing stuff at home. Having cancer makes me feel like upset and like my body hurts and everything, and my legs start to get restless.
You know, obviously all children are special, but there is something about kids who fight cancer that's different, and it's just like something you can't describe very well. There's no words that describe it. But watching somebody like Brielle, who just seriously has a zest for life, like she loves life. She wants to go to school. She wants to just do simple things that maybe typical kids would complain about, but she loves doing little things. And that's really hard to watch. Your child, who especially, I mean, from the age of 4 to the age of 8, has had to just live in the hospital. As a little girl, that's really tricky too when chemotherapy makes your hair fall out. And that was really hard for her. I remember the first time when she was diagnosed, when she was just 4 years old, right? And all her vocabulary, all she knew was that she was so scared that Ariel, her favorite Disney princess, would not think she was beautiful anymore. You know, and so you're just like, how do you explain that, you know, to a 4-year-old?
Rixton was 2 years old at the time when Brielle was diagnosed. And a whole set of challenges came along with that, like things that you would never even think about. And like even as 2 years old, you think that, you know, they're pretty oblivious to what's going on around them. And we quickly learned that how like observant that Rixton was.
How do you feel when Brielle gets a lot of gifts and like attention?
Sad.
Yeah.
When Brielle was diagnosed, you know, when we were planning to go home the next day after that scan, you know, we didn't go home for 2.5 weeks. You know, we stayed in that hospital for almost 3 weeks trying to get answers, and then she's got around to chemo. But, you know, just I remember coming home from that, and he was confused as to why our mom and dad spending so much time with Brielle, and like obviously that continued as time went on.
Having a sister with cancer feels weird.
So, in what way?
Because she doesn't really want to play very often. She doesn't really visit us when she's at the hospital. We don't really go to the hospital.
You know what, buddy? You are such a good brother. You're an amazing brother. Yes, he is. How does it feel to be such a good brother?
Good.
Good. I think you're a stud.
I remember one experience specifically, I want to say it's probably the second or third round of chemo for Brielle. We started packing our bags to go to the hospital, and he knew what that meant at 2 years old, what packing our bags meant. And he just sat at the top of the stairs and he just said, I want it to just be Mom, Dad, and Brielle and me at home. It's been tough to watch Rixton support his sister from the sidelines too, but he's done such a good job, and he's such a good brother.
Okay, Brielle, if you could design your dream home, what would it look like?
Tree house in the backyard and a swing set and a slide and a big living room that all watch movies together, a playroom where we can all play together in it.
I truly pictured living in this space and retiring in this space. When you have medical bills and things coming in, you're just like, we're just trying to hold our heads above water at this point. It like really, truly was never possible for us to ever have any kind of a mortgage, nothing. When we got the relapse diagnosis, thinking that Brielle will never have that. She's never going to be able to run in a backyard of her own. She'll never, and that may seem so silly and so like superficial or first world, whatever. But at the same time, as a parent, that is heartbreaking to think like you obviously want to provide everything for your kids. And when you feel like that's impossible, there's no way we're going to, make it to that point, it's heartbreaking.
I think as a father, it's, there's you take a lot of pride in providing for your family, and so to be able to accept something like this, it's not an easy thing, Yeah, it's not easy. But at the same time, just like, just so grateful too, that so many people would be willing to jump on board with something like that, let alone even come up with an idea like that to do that for someone, for a family. Like, it's just amazing to me. And so I've learned to just put my pride away on that aspect of it, and just allow people to bless your life and bless Brielle, because honestly, we don't know how much time we have with her. We're truly at a spot that, we don't know. Doctors don't know, where we're at. And so we're just completely relying on, faith and just living in the moment. And honestly, this has just been a huge blessing, something to look forward to. And it means everything to have a place that, we can heal together and be a family together and enjoy being at home. And it's just very humbling.
When Jackie approached us with Christmas for Cancer Families and said that was a possibility, she was going to do that for us, that really did just change everything. It gave us a new hope, it gave us something exciting to look forward to. We're that is crazy that this could be a reality. Brielle is going to live in a house, and we're going to keep her as healthy as we can for as long as possible before this is finished, so that she can walk into a bedroom and just this is my own room, and I have a space to play, and I have, a backyard to run around in. I feel like words are very inadequate when it comes to that, but it's such a special thing for us to think that we are going to have a place of our own, because it was not on the radar whatsoever.
Is there something that scares you the most about having cancer?
The thing that scares me the most is getting put under the ground. No.
That's a scary thought, isn't it? Yeah. Can I sit by you? That's a really scary thought. So sorry. You're so brave. Do you know that when somebody leaves their body, only their body goes in the ground, and that their spirit actually lives forever? If that ever happened to you, or if that happens to me, we'll be able to do cool stuff. You think?
Mm-hmm.
I have a little boy. Well, he was kind of a big boy, but I have a boy that left his body in the ground. And you know what? I feel him with me all the time. I think he's with me all the time, and I think he's the one helping me build your house.
I can't believe how awake he is.
Riley!
That's so cute.
Riley! Riley's first birthday.
Riley, what you doing, huh? Hurry!
Riley is our second child, so our middle child. He was our largest child, so he looked like the oldest child. From the time he was a little boy, he was full of it. He was kind of our troublemaker.
Having Riley as a brother is hard to explain. Honestly, Riley lived in such a way that he never thought too far ahead. He got to see for a moment how much sand is left in the top of his hourglass. Whenever an opportunity arose, he was present enough to change somebody's life.
Riley lived in a way where he was genuine and open with people. He was able to make people laugh and actually bring joy in a lot of difficult situations.
Riley was so full of life and so fun, but he was also really, really tender and sensitive when no one was looking.
He came across confident, and he came across maybe in some situations like a bit of a bully or a smart ass kid, I guess. But he, on the inside, had the biggest heart. He would do anything for anybody. When Riley was diagnosed, it was a lot of anger at first, like really angry at the situation, angry at God, angry at everybody involved. I don't blame him. Like, the guy had his whole life ahead of him. He had so many plans, and it sucks to hear that your odds of dying are going up and that you have to go sit in a hospital room forever. And he slowly slipped out of that angry phase in life and kind of took on this, like, okay, well, if life's gonna be hard, which it is, and that's unavoidable, then I'm gonna enjoy it and not take it for granted while I have it. He had a lot of quotes that he gathered as he was dying. He started gathering quotes that he would repeat often. And he had a quote, I don't know who it's by, but it said, "Do the best you can with what you have where you're at." He just would tell us, like, if you want to have a bad day, you can have a bad day. But if you want to have a good day, it's all a choice. It's all a choice. And I think he, at such a young age, realized that was going to be his life. And he could either suffer through it to the end and be miserable, or he could make the most out of every day. One of the things, too, about Riley that made him special was it didn't matter what he was going through or how much he was suffering. He would always look me in the eyes, and he would say, "How are you, Mom?" And if I tried to just be like, "I'm good, I'm fine," he would really just stare right into my soul and wrap me in a big hug, and he just really cared. He just really cared about each one of his friends and each one of his family members.
Noah asks about him, my 6-year-old, all the time. We had to have some really crazy conversations about death with him because he doesn't understand why Riley's not here, but why we talk about him so much. To know someone that young is still feeling the hole in our lives that was left when Riley left, it's hard to comfort him in that because I wish he was here too.
My sister gave a speech at his funeral. She gave an invitation to everybody in the congregation to live like Riley, to walk away from this funeral never questioning again what your worth is in this life and what your priorities would be. That phrase to me meant the world. Living like Riley just means to give your entire heart to exactly what you're doing and who you're doing it with, because you'll never regret that.
He really wanted to bring a little bit of help to families that were struggling. I think about that a lot the more we help volunteer for other families. It's something that brings joy to my heart, opens, helps me to live a little bit more like Riley.
For me, to live like Riley means to wake up each day and decide if I'm going to have a good day or a bad day. It means to be present and engage with each person that I encounter that day. It means going out and doing those things that are seemingly impossible, saying why not, jumping off that cliff, building that house.
Showing up for these families, for me, has been a wonderful way to stay in touch with Riley and to connect with him. And I really do feel like he leads and guides each project we take on.
January 5th of 2020, it had been 5 years since Riley passed away. We made a video asking everybody to donate towards the Birds Healing Home in increments of 5. And there was a woman who had reached out to me, a total stranger from social media that had been following Brielle's story. And she said, I want to donate a large sum of money. I said to her, we're really hoping to reach $50,000 in donations today. I didn't know how much she would donate. I thought that it might be, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. And she said, well, I'm sure you'll reach that. Probably 5 days later, I saw $100,000 from a total stranger deposit into my account.
It seemed a little bit almost like, can this really be? That's quite an undertaking. She explained that they had done some renovations, some basement remodels, that this wasn't their first job, but it was on a larger scale than what she had done in the past. And I'm a little bit of an optimist. I'm kind of like, I'd like to trust everybody until I have a reason not to. And so I thought, let's at least get together and visit. I'll show you my lots and show you what I have available.
Okay, guys, guess what happened today? Your dad and your mom and me and Ryan, we all went to the title company and purchased that piece of land for your guys' new house.
We bought it. So now,
Isn't that exciting?
Well, you're at school.
Yeah.
We went and bought it. Isn't that awesome?
It's all yours.
Jackie signed. We signed all the paperwork.
Now all we have to do is put a house on it.
Now we're going to put a house on that land. That's so amazing. Pretty incredible, huh? It's like mind-blowing. How much money was it? He's like, tell me the amount.
By January 17th, we had enough money to purchase land. So I drove over to Malad and I sat in the title company with Mitch and Kendra and signed the paperwork to purchase this piece of land from Brad Hess.
Having you sign on behalf of Christmas for Cancer Families. You sign there and then I'll copy everything over so you don't have to worry about that.
Interesting, because I have 10 projects that I'm doing, 10 other houses that I'm building. And it's like, I would much rather work on this one. They're just, nobody's nearly as grateful. It's just not.
We very quickly pulled together a big party. We raised about $10,000 just in raffles at that groundbreaking party. We had baking companies reach out to us and ask if they could bring cupcakes and cakes and cookies.
I had my daughter, Mallory, make a cute logo, and we had t-shirts made that we sold. All of these things contributed to raising money for the build of the home.
If you can, are you ready? Set! Dig!
Just seeing the smiles on their faces and seeing all the people that love them, it just fueled my belief that this was possible, that we could make this happen.
I feel like this is stuff that happens in the movies, right? Like, or on reality TV, like you see stuff, you know, it's possible that you think, well, I can't ever make that happen, or I don't know how that's going to work, you know? I think a lot of people have thoughts like this when they see their neighbor or friend in need, but they just don't have maybe the resources or connections or know-how on how to make it happen.
The thing I love about Christmas for Cancer Families that I think sets us apart from other nonprofits is that we really try to provide an opportunity for people to be involved. I frequently ask myself, why do people want to help with this? Why do people show up year after year wanting to, mostly during Christmas time, give big of themselves, you know? I'm not just asking people to donate money. I'm asking people to donate good chunks of time away from their family. And nearly every person that helped us at the Bird's House, it seemed, had either had a child they had lost to accident or illness, had a child who had battled cancer, had a wife that was battling cancer, had lost a close family member to cancer. And that seemed to be the common thread, was that people who have suffered greatly are willing to give greatly. And there's just this innate, deeply seated desire to relieve people from their suffering because they have suffered.
As soon as I heard about the project, I wanted to do what I could to help, but the reason why is because I think just about everyone knows someone that's in a situation like that, or someone's been in that situation.
The outreach of support from the community as we went through cancer just made me want to pay it forward. Time is something I can give, so we just looking to help out and do what we can to make this happen.
To see a young girl like that going through what she's going through and the birds having to deal with what they're going through, I don't know what kind of a person I'd be or my family be if we didn't want to try and help her out.
It's always neat to go out and help someone in need. It can make a really big difference in those people's lives, even though it didn't take much out of your time or your needs. It can be huge to other people.
You can't control cancer. You can't control what's going to happen in people's lives, but this is something that we can control.
Hopefully, their dreams could come true. Nothing will replace that little girl, but a little bit of happiness in this life will go a long ways, I hope.
Okay, so what do you want of this little...
When families are going through hard times, there's so much chaos in their life. And to think about all the little details, that's hard enough for somebody who isn't going through this traumatic experience. But when things are organized, it helps relieve some of that stress. It just helps you feel better.
I'm a professional organizer, by the way. I come in and organize every room after they're done. So it's kind of the whole house and just making sure what you don't see on the outside when you open the drawers and the closets and all that it's all just perfect.
Even for Kendra, I know she has so much equipment and medications and things that she's doing for Brielle. And I'm hoping this is going to really relieve some stress for Kendra.
Cancer, I feel like, has touched everybody in some way. They know somebody who's had it, whether it's your family member or friend. And so being able to be a part of this foundation and help was just a given. Of course, I'm going to help.
I just feel like they just need, who knows how long Brie has. Can you even imagine? I can't even imagine. I've got 6 kids, almost 12 grandkids, and I just can't imagine that kind of heartache. And so I just feel like even if it's a day, if it's a week, 2 months, a year, what if it's 10 years? Whatever we can get, they just need a place. This was Brie's dream. Can you imagine of all the things that you wish for when you're 9? She wants a home for her family. This is a dream. This will be a dream for them.
When I talked with Kendra, I wanted to kind of get an idea of what she wanted for her home, because I wanted this space to be comfortable and to create that healing home for her. And so she said to me, I want it to be bright and airy. And I was like, that's perfect. And so that's kind of what we went off of. So we created a lot of design boards and mood boards for her to look at. Talking with all the designers, we just created the most amazing home for her. And I think she's going to love it with their family, and they'll make some good memories with Brielle here.
As I approached the final days of this home being done, and I knew that the reveal was in a few days, when I could see that everything that needed to be done was going to be done, it felt like I could breathe. Some of these projects that we've done, it will be the night before the reveal, and there will still be 20 people in there. The house will still be a wreck. The organizers are still trying to put stuff away. And I used to panic, but now I walked through that house all the way up until the very night before, as people were scrambling to finish the amazing playroom and, putting all the finishing touches. And I just walked through that house and had such a feeling of peace. I kept thinking about what the birds must be feeling as the reveal was approaching, and what that would feel like to walk into a home, not ever having a home, having it completely furnished and decorated, and to know that it was my home. Honestly, I can't even fathom it.
Okay, Brielle, this room is with all of your equipment. Remember how you had to have your oxygen chamber where your kitchen table was? This is where you get to do all of your treatments now. You ready to see it? Yeah, there you go. Go ahead. Go inside.
Stuff. Look, you've got a closet right here, and I bet all of your medical supplies are in there. That's so perfect. Beautiful. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Holy cow.
This whole part of your house was decorated by Bethany with Seasons of Our Home. A lot of the furniture was donated by Ellen, by Riley, and all of your lighting was donated by Lighting Design.
That's incredible. It looks so good.
Beautiful. Yeah. This, I'll show you right now since we're here. This is, we got not all of the signatures, but everybody that was here today has signed this. And this is from Riley. This was Riley's favorite quote. Before he died, he got this tattooed on the back of both caps. And we like to leave this just as a reminder of Riley's presence in your home.
Thank you so much. I still don't think you just don't even feel like it's yours. It's crazy. And all our stuff.
Open it up. Check it out.
All our stuff. Yep. Organized perfectly.
I actually find some stuff.
So we're gonna send the organizers back in 2 months, and if you missed any,
Oh gosh.
Look at everything, just so organized. All of our things for the juicer. Oh my gosh. Let's see this. Holy cow. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So perfectly displayed cans. Oh, just ingredients everywhere. I love it. Look at that. Everything has a label on it. That's amazing. Yep, your backpack is perfect.
This is gonna be hard for me to keep clean.
That's what I said. I said you're gonna have to.
it's called a mudroom, Mitch.
That's it. Because it really just is for mud. Oh, look at that. All of the magnets, everything.
Look at that. Open all the
So cool. See?
Check it out.
Let's see. Look.
Is that real thing?
Let's see all the things. Oh, perfect.
Look at all your cups.
Oh, perfect. that's the hydrogen covered. Yeah, I love it. Yep, all of our glass containers with the lids. Brielle's like, finally, we were able to find the lids. She knows that's me. Where's the lid to this?
Oh, my lunchbox.
Oh, your lunchbox is what's in this one. Like, oh, and all our pots and pans. So I told him, like, what are we gonna do tonight? He's like, just go around and look at every single light detail, open drawers and just stare for a minute. Oh my gosh. This is out of I think it's supposed to be in a wedding venue or something.
You guys want to sit down and see what
It's
that
so
feels like?
sit right down.
And finally,
Where's your gonna
finally
be
a
spot?
place for these to
I know, we've never had a spot together.
Everybody sit at the table. Let's get a shot of the family. At the
Do it. There you go. There you go. Dad right there, and I'll come right here. Is that gonna be Brielle's spot? Is that your spot? Oh, it's so fancy.
All the light fixtures are amazing.
They're amazing. Oh my gosh, and just see
Oh,
the stairway. That is so
chicken
crazy.
coop.
Oh gosh.
You did it. You're amazing. That is
Chicken coop out there.
amazing. You're amazing. Hey, lady, go ahead. Go ahead. Go in your room. Good. What? Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Lady, is that your room?
What is this? Oh, that's amazing. Lady, is this your bed?
Is this your bed?
Holy smokes.
This is your bed. You're gonna
With a
sleep in.
ballerina on it. It's beautiful.
This is your bed.
Oh
You're gonna sleep
my gosh.
here.
Raven, say hi. Say hi, everybody. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. So gorgeous. Yes, look, yep, the laundry hamper, huh? And bath toys, place to put on. Oh, it's my favorite. That is stunning. The track is so pretty. Holy cow. Oh, the display, all of it. It's like, oh, it's so beautiful. There's a spot for everything. Oh, that is so perfect. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the fan.
Oh. This
bedroom was donated and designed by Margie with Old House on Main. And she spent 4 days to decorate this. She built this electric fireplace for you guys.
I know, even our family photos on the mantle. I'm so obsessed with the tile. I love that. Yep. I know, one for mom and one for dad. Isn't that cool? That is crazy. That's right. You can shave your beard in that one. Go in our closet too. I mean, like, oh, I love those.
That's hard.
Oh my gosh, cute displayed like that. That's perfect.
Look at your shoes.
I know, and look, it's all color coordinated. This is crazy. Go right into Rixton's room. Oh my gosh. Oh my heavens. Look at that. Rixton Mitchell right there. That is so perfect. Rix, look at that. Your little, like, oh my goodness. Pop on that chair. Let's see what it looks. Oh yeah. That looks good.
Let's go.
That looks good. Let's see. Oh, all your stuff all organized. Yes.
The Halloween clothes that goes in the
This is the room. Here we go. Oh my. That's the bed you were pointing to from the very beginning, huh? Pretty much the exact one.
Yep.
That is.
Is that glass? In your purses?
That's so
Like the
fun.
And you
Sit
got
down.
your
Sit
mirror.
down in the chair. Let's see. Oh my heavens. It's so cute.
And look, we have toothbrushes.
So cute.
And this is my perfume.
And your perfume's all displayed. That's so perfect. I love the roof line. Like, it's so unique in here. It's so cute. Oh, cute. Perfect. Oh, go ahead.
Remember, that's where they go.
Oh my goodness. It's so perfect. Look how perfectly displayed. Your sewing machine finally out of the
I
box.
never pictured it like this.
I know, me neither.
And
This
all
is
of our
perfect.
markers.
That's so great.
All the art supplies. All the art supplies.
She did a beautiful job. Go ahead and open.
And then
I
your
wanna live in here
organization could be
So beautiful.
organized.
It's like so pretty.
Your very own section.
Look inside. It's.
I love
Oh my
the
gosh.
TVs.
Oh my gosh. The smell and everything is just making me like that.
Oh,
It's
no, no, try this.
It's so crazy.
Just like our couch at home, but with this extend. Look. The DVDs. Wait, where's the? I bet Nintendo bag.
Let's see. Look inside. Look inside. Oh.
That is awesome.
Wait, what squishies?
That's so perfect. A bucket. Oh my! I can't believe they sat here and did all that. Like, organized it all.
I can dress up now.
Oh my gosh.
Holy moly.
Oh my god.
Are you serious?
These are where all of my American Girl dolls are.
Oh my god.
I'm doing that, man.
That is crazy.
Buddy, this is a dollhouse. And then we'll get bored of this.
I can't believe they did it in 5 days. They're
Insane.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Every detail.
I can play school. Yeah. Come here.
Okay. Whoa.
Wait, this was the coffee shop, right? Wait, this is the
Oh, it's peaceful. Holy cow.
I love this!
That's amazing.
Wait, you can let me do this.
Holy cow. There goes Rixton.
Yes. Ooh.
Rixton, look at this. How much space you have to run.
When I saw that family enter that home, and when I saw the tears in their eyes and the excitement on their faces, and what seemed to be a weight lifted off their shoulders for just a few moments, all of the other feelings just disappeared.
For me, Christmas for Cancer Families became my way of supporting other cancer families. I think that's a big reason why we decided to focus on families and not just individuals, because it really does affect everyone around.
There's nothing special about me. There's nothing special about our family. There's nothing special about our donors. We all are, super normal people, and heaven has a special way of making things happen.
Jackie knows what it's like, having her son pass, and I know she's doing this for Riley, and I know that Riley's looking down and is helping. He's one of the angels that is helping with the project, and I think knowing that it just always pulls together.
I would give all that I have to bring Riley back. I would give every last item I have. I believe that Christmas for Cancer Families is a continuation of Riley's life. I guess that's why I continue to do what I do, is because there's a belief inside of me, whether rational or not, that tells me that I'm keeping Riley alive. I don't know what the future holds, but I would imagine that Christmas for Cancer Families will definitely continue. We will continue to be led by our hearts, and we will continue to look for ways to involve community and to bring people together in love.
Remember that all of this was possible because of you, your resiliency, your strength. And please go touch other lives, or other kids' lives, or other people's going through sickness or heartache. Go help them, because I know that that's where you find your happiness. I know that that's where I found my happiness. And so, get out there, love the world, put smiles on everyone's faces, and that will put a smile on your face. When you're sad about me being gone, please make me one promise that even if you need the whole day to be sad, you'll wake up the next day and you'll try to make that day a good day. And you'll try to keep smiling and doing good for others, and just keep on going, Mom. I love you. I love you most.
If this film touched your heart, please consider helping Christmas for Cancer Families continue its mission to bring light and hope to families battling cancer. Just open your camera app and scan the QR code on screen to visit our website and see how you can make a difference.